Wait, I'm not ready now.
It's okay.
Can I just read over them?
No.
She's not allowed. Doing this part.
All right.
Just me in the background.
All right, you ready?
Of course you do this to the girlfriend. Okay.
Duh.
Because she likes you best.
Okay.
Coming into college, I was definitely worried about making friends. I wasn't like super excited to be away from my family because I'm a big family person.
Coming into college, worrying about for me was definitely like how well I was going to get along with people, or how hard or how easy the classes would be. With me, in high school, I was really terrible sometimes.
So I made myself sick throughout the summer because I was freaking out. I don't know why, because I was really excited to come. I guess I was just more mentally scared of living with somebody else, away from my mom, because usually she just does everything for me, and being independent.
Being away from home, when I first got here, I was really worried about being away from my parents. I was worried about making friends because I didn't have a lot of friends in high school.
I kind of wasn't really as worried as maybe I should have been. I was honestly just really happy to get away from home, and it felt very well timed to be able to get out of my current home situation and just be able to kind of do my own thing. I was honestly just like really excited.
Money. All of the worries I had were about money.
I was most worried about not making any friends.
I'm a complete I don't know how to be social. So that was also a concern.
When I was coming into college, I wasn't really worried about like making friends or like course load, because that would come easy. I was more worried about like living with another person, because I had my own room for 18 years, and now I have like a person who I sleep next to, and so I was really worried about that, but it works out. It was great.
Thinking back, what was your first day of college like?
Oh my gosh, it was very nerve-wracking. I was excited but very anxious because I didn't know what to expect or how the classes would be like. So it was kind of nerve-wracking.
It was kind of hectic. I didn't really know where I was going because I'm a science major, so I had to run around and try to figure my way around the science building, and that was kind of crazy because when you first go there, you don't really know what the flooring is like. But after that, I kind of got used to everything, so it's pretty chill.
First stepping onto campus, I was overwhelmed. Honestly, who doesn't get that feeling? It's a whole new space and you don't know what could happen.
Hectic and a little bit nerve-wracking when I first stepped on campus. I didn't really know what to expect, and everyone was kind of running around with all of their moving and such.
When I first stepped on campus, I was tired. I woke up really early to get over here. I was tired. And then people were coming out and they were taking things out of my mom's car, which didn't even have all my stuff in it. So like, I brought too much stuff to college.
Because that first day, I just didn't know where anything would go. So I had this big pile on my bed, and I just kind of wanted to label it like to be determined. So, yeah.
Yeah. The people were great. Everyone was real friendly.
Pretty much smooth sailing, and I was like, I can do this. There was like one or two breakdowns so far, but I mean, it was pretty good.
School, I was really psyched to go explore all the classrooms and see where everything was.
And then there was like a full week of orientation, and that was just crazy hell. So yeah, I guess it was hell.
When I first stepped onto campus, I came a little early for preseason for tennis, so there wasn't really a lot of people here, and it kind of felt empty, but right. Like I was like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be.
and it almost just, I don't know, it felt very natural, and like I didn't get sad until much later on, like a couple weeks in. So coming onto campus for me was just like felt really welcoming, and like almost like I was kind of like, it sounds like super cheesy, but it felt like I was like coming home in a way.
To meet my roommate was kind of like, I was nervous,
I was a little scared because we have different interests.
but I also kind of knew what to expect because we had talked for so long.
Oh, I love Maddie. She's a great roommate. She's real nice to me when I'm sick.
I was really nervous because I was just afraid that we were gonna have conflicts or we were just not gonna have the same viewpoints on things, or. But we ended up liking a lot of the same things, and we are able to talk about anything, and she's awesome.
I definitely had fears going into living with someone. I wasn't really sure how to share a communal space because I never had to do it before. Because my room was always mine, it was no one else's. But now my room is someone else's, and I had to learn to be respectful that it was her space as well. Honestly, I love having a roommate. It's great because it's like, you know, your mom's not here, and sometimes your roommate is your mom. A lot of times my roommate is my mom, and she's also like your best friend and like your therapist, and I just like, it's amazing living with her. She's like one of the greatest people that I've ever met.
Oh, sorry.
Meeting my roommate was really cool because we had a lot in common. Shannon and I had met online through the Facebook page, and it was just such a huge relief to like meet her and figure out that like, okay, yeah, she's like a really similar person to me.
We actually met online and we started chatting it up, and I was like, oh, cool, yeah. And so we decided to be roommates and decided to room in Steinbright.
Even though like we found out that we like live very differently and we're not gonna room together next year because of that, I know she's still probably going to be like one of my best friends throughout school, and especially like she introduced me to basically all my friends that I have now outside of like the friends that I made through theater. So
Sometimes we get on each other's nerves, but when it comes down, we always know what to do for each other.
I met my roommate in February.
I met my roommate, the first time we met was actually at the scholarship competition. So, I mean, we were just like talking, because I didn't know anybody there since I'm from Texas. I was just kind of like room full of strangers and their parents. So I started talking with her, and it turns out we had a lot in common. So yeah, I ended up asking her to be my roommate since she was the only person that I knew at the school.
So it was really nice to know the person I was going to be living with, because she and I have so much in common.
My first day of classes, it was pretty easygoing. My morning class was a little boring. I didn't really love it. But then my afternoon class was really awesome. I really liked it, liked the professor, and then that class has been going great like throughout the whole semester.
My first day of classes was very easy. I had 4 right in a row, but I felt very productive. They basically gave out the syllabi and just explained what was going to happen in the class, and it was a very nice day.
my first day of classes was just hectic. It's crazy because it was my busiest day. I still remember like trying to find my my first class, which was my psychology class, which is in the nursing building. And I'm not a nursing major. I'd never been down there before. And I ran into people who were looking for it too. Talia and like some other people who were like, all right, we're gonna do this together.
My first day of classes, my pre-calc class was real boring, but the teacher was nice. Dr. Kissler for Camo, she's the greatest. And then I had bio, I love bio, so like whatever. And the rest were kind of boring.
I had 4 classes that day. As a science major, it's just crazy here because you have labs and recitations, and then you have the actual lecture, and it's like split up into 5 different classes, and it's like all over the week. Yeah, I don't know. I had 4 classes, and 3 of them were like bunched together, and then I had 1 in the afternoon, and then I had all this free time, and it was just like weird. And I was like, what? This is weird.
First day of classes for me, it was really spaced out, which was weird. because you know how in high school you have like back-to-back classes.
Now it's not 8 hours a day. It's like a couple hours for some classes. So
I didn't know what to do after my first class ended. The first day of classes, it was weird not having like 6 classes in a row. So I had like this giant gap of free time, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? And then we had lab, and so.
Here it's like you can have one class in the morning and not have another one till like late in the evening. But pretty much smooth sailing first day. It was just go over the syllabi, realize what your teacher wanted from you, and the rest was all up to you.
my FYS class had about 15. There was 15 minutes between the FYS class and my lab, and that was lunchtime. So that was the only time in the day where I could have lunch. And so I had a 15-minute lunch throughout the semester on Mondays.
I feel like I achieved a lot in my first semester.
I feel pretty good. I feel, well, we have finals coming up at the end now, and I kind of feel a little bit stressed, but I'm getting through it. You know, I feel very busy right now. I'm alright though. I feel good.
Accomplished. I definitely feel accomplished at the end of this first semester. And I'm also really happy because I made a whole lot of friends during this semester, and I realized there are really people who care here and want to help you succeed.
And in my first semester, I feel that I need to keep up with my stuff a lot more, because you'll probably have some classes where your teachers are like, this doesn't really have a due date, but it just needs to be in before the end of the semester. Or like they'll give you a due date that's like really far off. You'll be like, I have a ton of time to do that. No. A week is like 2 seconds here.
I'm kind of happy that it's over because I don't want to have 15-minute lunches for the rest of my life. But I kind of feel happy, or I kind of feel surprised because it went so fast.
I feel pretty good. It wasn't that bad, I guess.
Tired. I have to do this 7 more times. What? No, it's not that bad actually. I feel like more mature, you know? Like, because I'm not relying on other people, I'm doing it myself in a way. But yeah, I just feel more accomplished because now I'm closer to my goal.
Tired. Excited to go home to see my family. Excited for next semester, definitely. Because I can't wait to get back.
Do you see yourself in the freshman students this year?
Yes, especially being a FYE mentor, it was very exciting and interesting, and it's really nice watching you guys kind of grow over the semester.
Yeah, I think it's like the kind of lost look in their eyes at some points, and the kind of outgoing, wanting to be a part of something and trying to strive to be in like clubs and stuff.
So I remember back from SOAR when I saw a lot of you guys, and then from orientation in August, and then now it's just like you guys got it going now. And that's how it was for me. Like the first week or so, I was just like all over the place. I didn't know what to expect. I was asking everyone for help, but then over this semester, I just kind of went with the flow and got it. And that's how it seems like all you guys are getting it too.
And I just, I was there. I can relate.
I get up on a daily basis, I go to class after I get dressed, and I try to eat breakfast because if I don't, I'm gonna get cranky. And then I go to classes. Depends if I have lab or class. Labs are just like, woo, 4 hours of fun. And then classes, and you sit there, and you listen to the lecture, and then you go back, and then I chill and watch Netflix. And if I have basketball or something that day, I go to practice or I go to games. Basically that's it.
Most of my classes, like, they're kind of back to back. I don't have a lot of breaks, and if I do, it's for like an hour. So I just kind of take those breaks to relax and like.
Whew. typical day on campus for me is class, work, and hanging out with friends and studying.
Wake up at 8, make sure I have everything together, go eat, and then pretty much either go to class or be with my friends.
I hang out with friends, I study.
We just kind of eat lunch together.
I talk to a lot of people.
And I find time to like socialize and hang out with my friends.
Oh no, I come up to your room all the time.
Okay, yeah, I talk to people a lot. My room has become somewhat of a powwow area for Marie and other friends, Talia, Shannon, other Shannon. I feel bad that we call her other Shannon. Anyway.
Oh, she's Shannon too.
Yeah.
She's the second Shannon.
And just kind of everybody else who wants to come in there. We always have at least maybe one other person in our room. Yeah.
So, but if I'm not like in class or hanging out with friends, there's never a time where I'm not hanging out with friends or in class. Now that's basically all I do now.
We kind of just I usually hang out in my dorm and do nothing. Maybe I'm mostly on the internet or attempting to be a human. That's a typical day until I fall asleep.
How long did it take to make friends?
It didn't actually take that long because I'm sure everyone knows Sheila. So she kind of pulled together I took my people and she took her people and we kind of made our own group. So it was pretty, for me personally, it was pretty quick to grab on to a couple friends. And everyone else is really friendly, so it was pretty easy to flow into everything.
I met people almost instantly during orientation. I remember Playfair. Emily, we're still really good friends today, and we connected at Playfair. So.
If I could go back and talk to pre-semester Marie, I would say, do not bring this many clothes because you will never wear them. And then your closet is jam-packed full of clothes that you don't ever wear, and you have no room to put the clothes that you do wear. So, you know that shirt that you were like, should I bring this? I almost never wear it. Maybe I'll wear it in college. Don't bring it, because you're not going to wear it.
If I could go back to the beginning of the semester, I would tell myself to relax and not worry so much about what's going to happen.
I would tell myself that there really wasn't as much need to be afraid as I was, and it does get better towards the end of the semester. You just have to keep your head up.
Relax. You'll get through it. It's not as scary as you think it's going to be. I mean, everything is new, so just be open to change.
I would tell myself not to worry as much about schoolwork because it was alright. Just relax enough.
If it isn't obvious already, I would tell myself to not procrastinate on things, as not easy as that sounds. Did that make sense? I don't know. I would tell myself, Katie, work on things when you have time to. Just stay on top of your stuff as soon as you can, and just always be aware of your priorities and have a way to check on them. I put post-it notes in the back of my door.
If I had to go back and tell myself anything, I would tell myself to get a pair of rain boots. I already have one now because I bought some. And not spend every single dime that you have because you're on college. Yeah, and you're not working right now. Probably tell myself that.
Get a job. But you need money. Money is a thing that you need. Go. Even if you're really good at talking with people, ask for interviews and go get a job.
If I could tell you guys, I'd like to tell you, just really keep your head up. Keep your head together, I guess. I don't know how the right phrase, I guess, to say it. But it's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. It's worth your time. It's worth your money. Cedar Crest is worth investing in, and each and every one of you are worth investing in. So
don't give up. I didn't do the best in my freshman year, but I am going to go back and I'm going to redo some of the class that I took because I need it, but also because I want to learn and to better myself. So even if your grades aren't looking that great, you can still go back and fix that.
you know, make it worthwhile and enjoy, have fun. Don't stress yourself out too much. Take a break sometimes because a lot of Cedar Crest students do not know how to take a break. Take a break, relax.
Nobody can drag me down.